when it comes to shin guards, right? Buckles in or buckles out? Buckles out, why?
So they don't come off when you...
Well, they're gonna come off eventually, but what you don't wanna do is if you put the buckles in, right, on each side, what happens? What happens if you get caught? You're gonna look like a fool and you're gonna stumble. So always remember, buckles out, okay? And make sure that your gear is nice and tight. If your shin guards are moving all over the place when you're running, you're covering first base, and they're moving like this and going like that, then tighten up the straps, okay? This gear should be a part of you, okay? The gear should be stuck. It's like crazy glue on you, okay? Cool. When you are done using them, guys, make sure that you clean them. I know that my gear looks kind of dirty. Last time I used it was last year, about October of last year. But even then, when I got home, I took a nice wet towel and I brushed off some of the dirt, okay? And I cleaned it off. Because the one thing you don't want to do, see how it rusts, right? If I didn't clean it, I wouldn't be able to replace these straps at all, right? Because it'd just be, forget about it. You'll have to spend a crap ton of money again. Cool? Next thing, chest protector. What can you guys tell me about the chest protector?
Tight.
Tight, what do you mean, Peyton?
It's like a shirt, like.
Should be like a shirt, right? So come on up, because you got the best example here. If you guys notice, his collarbone, right, and his throat is protected. If he were to run right now, it's gonna move, it's gonna shift a little bit. He could probably make it a little bit tighter, okay? Because like he said, this has to be a part of you as well. It's gotta be like a shirt on you, all right? I remember back in the day, he used to wear it like this, just like you, Mr. Mills, right? But what happens is now, he may be blocking the ball correctly, but the chest protector is so low, what happens if the ball catches you right in here? It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt quite a bit. So always, hey, get behind, right? See, I like what he has here. He could have done it with tape just so he can replace it a little bit easier. But even this is his, right? Another thing is, guys, this is your gear. I didn't lend my gear to anybody. If you were a catcher on my team, especially at the high school level, and you're a catcher, sorry, go get your own gear, right? Because this has to be molded to you, to your body type, right? So turn around again real quick. Make sure, gentlemen, we'll work on yours. You can bring yours up a little bit more. You notice his throat's protected, his collarbones are protected as well. That's one area that a ball will get you. Okay, cool. Let's see. Helmet and mask. I know there's a lot of rules here in Texas and many other states. Are they allowed? You guys allowed to use skull cap and mask?
Like in tournaments and showcase, but not in high school.
In high school, you have to use the. Okay. All right, cool. Well, even if you're just using the hockey style mask, that's absolutely fine. I never got to use that. I was big on, skull cap and mask. All right, you can tell it's pretty old. All the cushioning's gone. But even then, guys, nobody used this. This gear right here, nobody used it. Okay, I could put this thing on right now, and it's gonna work just as well. Well, let's move this part out. Put it on. Boom. If you notice about the mask, it's nice and tight, all right? You want to make sure that, hey, this thing, I can do all this. It's going to move a little bit. It's natural, okay? For you guys, a little different. You have the hockey mask, so, use that accordingly. Make sure that that's not moving all over the place on your face. A couple things that I'd like to bring out. Glove. How many of you guys have just one glove? That's cool. That's fine. As you grow older, if this is a position that you're going to play, guys, there was a point in time that in my bag I had 4 because you never knew when a lace was going to break or a pocket was going to blow out on you, or just simply, hey, you were just going to forget one in your car or something. If you notice, the glove for myself, every single one of us our hands are a little bit different, right? Some of us have longer fingers than others. Others have pudgier fingers than others. Like Peyton over here, he's like Skeletor with his long fingers. And then you have Little Mills, he's got little pudgy fingers, right? And then over here, Jake, right? Jake's got the mixture of the two. So here's the one thing that I also understood. This is my livelihood. I didn't let anybody borrow this. So I'm just gonna instill in you what was told to me. If they don't have one of these and they wanna catch, guess what? They're trying to get your position. So you know what I said? Nah, man, you can't use my glove. Nah, man, you can't use my gear. All right? Call me whatever you want, but that's just the name of the game. because somebody's trying to take your position, right? So the reason why I have a baseball in the glove and I tie it up is just for the simple fact, this is how I catch. My hand doesn't go inside the glove. Literally, this is a 33 and a half, I believe it is, or 32 and a half. It's a really small glove, but I like to keep it formed to my hands, right? If you were to put your hands in my glove, it would completely change the style, the feel, right? And it's the same thing. If you were to put your hand right now in this, it would feel totally different than that, because that's what you're used to, right? So what I'm saying with this, guys, it's one thing to just throw your glove. You know, a lot of coaches would say throw your glove in the bottom of the bag so that you'll break it in. I completely go against that, because if you flatten it out, listen, we're not playing softball, are we? No. So guess what? Put a ball in there. You know, we'll go into further detail later on into what the C is, where you're catching. Okay, this is your C, basically your pointer finger and your thumb. Okay, when I put that in there, listen, when I catch a baseball, it's right in the C. Cool.